Well, I'm here with Alex Pettyfer, the actor in the movie Sunrise, and this was kind of an interesting movie because it starts off kind of this is a horror movie, vampire sort of thing, but then as the movie goes on, it doesn't really lean into the horror; it leans more into the kind of the dramatic thriller sort of thing. How did this project kind of come on your lap, and what'd you think of when you first read the script?
Um, well, my company Dark Dreams was approached originally to come on and help creatively, and then just in conversations with Andrew and his vision of what he wanted to do in telling this story, and then Guy Pearce coming on board. I had worked with Guy on a movie previous called Infernal Machine. I guess the collective combination of all those things, I guess, came together, and yeah, I wanted to be a part of the film.
Yeah. I always ask actors, so normally I'll talk to like the directors or producers, but I don't get to talk to actors very much. And I'm not an aspiring actor at all, so like my thoughts on acting are pretty base level. But I always hear actors talking about like oh, I'm watching this one actor do this thing and it's really brilliant what they did there, but I never quite know what they mean by that. Like what's as you as an actor, when you see someone else do something really mind-blowing or that's impressive to you, what's the thing that you see that impresses you about them?
I think it's less like, just to put it in uh, a more relatable term so you can understand. I think what they're talking about is when you are in a scene and you are acting with someone like Guy Pearce, they create a sensibility that is so real that you forget that you are acting or you're in a scene, and you genuinely start to feel a certain way that is reacting to what this other human being is doing in front of you. And I think that is a kudos to a great artist, to take away the illusion of you, quote unquote, acting, and actually feel a scenario where you are fully immersed into something. And so when people say, oh, they've done this great thing, it's not so much great thing, it's that they've changed your perception of reality into an immersive experience. And Guy does do that.
And
Great actors do that, you know.
this is a movie that kind of takes itself pretty seriously, so I imagine that you would have to
I thought it
apply
was
a different style of movie to the. Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought it was a rom com.
Well, that's kind of what I'm getting at, though. Like,
Rom
you might apply a different style of acting to this than you would a rom com. Than you would like, oh, we're doing a B horror movie. We're just all gonna ham it up. Like when you get on set or when you start talking to the other actors, does there ever become a thing where y'all have to kind of get in the same lane of what we're gonna be, and how does that sort of work out?
Well, that's Andrew's job as the director, to set the tone of what film he wants to make, because we all have our own perspective of what we want to play, you know, or what characters we want to manifest. But Andrew has to be the captain of the ship. And I think it's pretty clear from when you speak to Andrew and the visuals that he wanted to portray in the film, what kind of tone the film is. So, yeah.
Have you got to do any like stage acting at all?
I would never go on stage.
Uh, so it's just strictly movies.
Well, it's strictly where I get to have an opportunity to up
Oh, yeah, that makes
multiple
sense.
times, because I would be absolutely petrified to be on stage. And I commend those who do go on stage. I genuinely believe that that is some of the truest form of acting. I personally am not equipped to do that. I would be scared shitless, but I love going to the theater. I love watching friends of mine who are in the theater. But for me to step on stage, I could not do that.
We have a segment on the podcast called "What's in the Box,"
Okay.
and in the box we have people put in movies that they see they're really personal to them, Or
Okay.
maybe it's a movie that's like, this one's really good and no one talks about it, and I wish they would. What's like a movie that you would like to put in the box?
Put in the box that people haven't seen and
Oh,
see.
we pull a movie out of the box every week and then we watch it and talk about it the following week. So you put a movie in the box, eventually we're going to pull it out, watch it, and then talk about it.
Okay, does it have to be American? Like, okay, give me
It can be
like
it can be, in fact, our podcast, mostly we deal with indie and international movies. So if you have one outside of America, that's even better.
what was the last movie you pulled out of the box?
The last one we did was To Have and Have Not. It's got Humphrey Bogart and
Uh,
yeah,
I think I'm going to go for Un Prophète.
and Profit.
Yes,
All right.
do you know this movie?
I do not. This is
It,
great.
it, it's an amazing movie. It's directed by, this is the poster,
Oh, okay.
Un Prophète.
All right.
Amazing film, incredible film about a guy who serves time in a prison and deals with religious elements and just really food for thought
All right.
on a lot of different levels.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for that one. But Sunrise comes out in theaters and on demand. Watch it in theaters if you can on January 19th, 2024. Alex was in it. Alex was great in it. And yeah, I wish you a bunch of success in this movie and everything you do. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.